Hey everyone, this is Brendan and welcome to ParadigmShiftCentral.com. This video is going to be a bit of an introduction to the website and to give you guys the news about the update as to like how it is functioning, how the vision is going to be able to unfold with it, and how you're going to be able to be a part of this real world interactive game to be able to help assist in the shift in consciousness that we are building. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch over to screen share and I'm going to show you, so you're going to be able to see this, some main things on the website that I just want to go over with you. So basically in terms of like what the website is, so I mean right up at the top, create, inspire, evolve, a portal for conscious media and a real world interactive game to help assist in the evolution of consciousness. So if you're new to this whole project to begin with, if you just recently found it, then welcome. And for those of you who've been involved with for a while, this is a pretty exciting thing because you know that I've been building this website going back to about April of this year. And basically up until just like a few days ago, it only recently became fully activated to the point where it is ready for us to use as a virtual space to be able to create and share conscious media while also being able to do the other parts of the project, such as being able to get more further clarification and intention focused towards creating physical paradigm shift communities where we are. So just to give you a bit of an overview in terms of the website, again, this whole thing is inspired and is based around, the concept of gamification. How can we inspire people? And I think a big way to do that is to sort of look at the concept of why video games are so popular and to be able to bring that into our actual real life. So there's a lot of cool stuff within the website that you'll find that sort of draws parallels to massive multiplayer online role-playing games. And there are objectives. So part of the objectives are to be able to create conscious media, which you can see like all over the website, and to be able to help plant seeds and, again, build conscious communities. So in terms of what we have and what you're going to be able to become more familiar with in the website, in addition to exploring on your own, is of course you got your numerous menus. So there's lots of menus here with lots of different features, but really once you sort of become familiar with them, this whole thing is designed to be very intuitive and very simple yet complex in its potential at the same time. So within here you have your main menus. And then you have your other menus just underneath here. You have a global map that if there are other people on the line right now, it'd be able to show you that there's like pings. Right now, mine's not showing up for whatever reason. And then this stuff here is basically what you can think of as your heads-up display. So again, if you're playing video games, your heads-up display is kind of that. This whole thing is your heads-up display. It's kind of like where you have your map, where you have your quest info, where you have your health, where you have like your whatever it is that you need to see. So on every page, these things right here, like these things are really key. So these are little modules that are going to show you all the latest things coming through the news feeds. So basically, when you have your central news and your quest journals and your conscious articles, and a separate feed for the podcast, and a separate feed for the assigned shift missions. And I'll get more into detail about each one as we go along. But basically, like from there, you'll be able to just like conveniently kind of like scroll through, see where things are at. And it's just a really quick way to be able to navigate through the website. Then, of course, this is the main page of the website. So you're going to scroll down, you're going to see like the introduction video for Paradigm Shift and the Journey to Lucidity movies. So, people can play those. And there's one of the free hug videos that I have, which is, sort of showing how the shift button works and how we encourage people to do free hugs to be able to build conscious community where they are and so forth. So those quick introduction videos. And then, of course, you have your pinned news. This will be, again, relative to central news. Central news content will be things such as Paradigm Shift radio episodes, team building hangouts, community updates, which is what this is, and assigned shift missions and anything else that we need it for. So this is just kind of one of the most relevant ones until I update it, so it's easy to find. And then, of course, right here, this is right off the bat. This is really what it's about. This is a community created content. So it's creating a platform for when other people visit this site, they'll be able to see the things that you guys are creating. And again, that's how you play the game, by creating your own consciousness shifting media, to practice being a gonzo journalist, if you want to think about it that way. And again, gonzo journalists just kind of means including yourself into the story. So you can see there's a lot of videos, and of course this is only, it doesn't show all of them. There's more than what we have here, but this is like kind of a cool thing. And the way how it's built into the website within this window, the iframe, is a really neat way to be able to save space. So again, as the whole project grows, more people are going to like be able to browse this website, explore it at their own leisure, and become across some really cool videos. And of course, like when you open these videos, they are going to open up into a new window, which is okay. It's part of the way how the embed feature works. But obviously, each of these videos corresponds with an article within the post, within the website. So you can see here's your full media feed, and this has just got more of the visual information along with some of the text information about each post, what it's about, where again, going back up to the HUD, here you only have your titles and the dates and the time and what category they're under. Whereas just this is like, once you sort of get past that news, you can sort of take your time here and almost go through it in the same way you kind of scroll through your Facebook feeds, or kind of read a digital newspaper. So you can kind of come here at the end of the day and be like, oh, like what's new, and be like, oh, cool. So Michelle's posted up a video, we got Monica posted up an article, we got Brianna who's posted up another article, and there's a lot of other cool stuff, and Zoe posted up. So you got 4 amazing women, females, who have posted recently within the Quest journals, which is really cool. And again, the Quest journals are there as a digital journal to be able to practice writing, to practice sharing your voice, to be able to function as a way for you to develop, to see yourself. The process of journaling is really, really exciting. So you're going to have, I'll just sort of click on one of these. So I'll just jump into Michelle's, and then I'll go back and, I'm gonna have to do something again to be able to show you part of what I wanted to show you before. But you can totally just go in and explore these, and you'll see the website sort of looks a little bit different when you do. And again, you got your media feeds here for your podcast. Just going up a bit, this is the conscious article. So again, the Quest journals might be something where you just kind of like, you put it up and it's practice and it's still important and it's still intentional. The conscious articles are going to be things that you guys are creating with a little bit more intention. Things that maybe it's a video that you worked on a little bit longer. It's an article that you put a little bit more thought into, a little bit more intention into, and these ones are going to sort of stand out a little bit more. The Quest journals, you're always going to have more of those, and you're going to have less of the conscious articles. So the conscious articles are sort of going to stay in the visible spectrum a little bit more prominently than the Quest journals, and that's just sort of to be able to like give people a little bit of choice within the flavor. And within the feed of your podcast, this is really convenient and really awesome, because you go to your favorite websites and you're always just like, oh, where do I find the latest podcast? So I mean, even if you're up here in the HUD, you can find it right here, and you can scroll through. Like, look how many I can scroll through. This scrolls like all the way back through all the Paradigm Shift Radio episodes. Episode 74, Conscious Conversation Circle, Connecting Intuition and Dreams. Be like, oh, that sounds really cool. So you can right click on the podcast icon, and then you'll be able to save as MP3. And again, load that up on your MP3 player, take it with you during the day. That's a really cool thing. And another part is that also are the team building hangouts that are in the podcast recording, which you guys are becoming more familiar with. So the podcast feed is really cool. And right here, this is just kind of a nice little thing to have in addition, is the moon clock. So, it's kind of, I like the idea of being able to incorporate and keep track of where the moon's at, to be able to keep track of where we're at. So that's just kind of a nice little feature added in there for you. Then you have the classic news feed. So this is sort of hidden until you click on it. But if you click on each one of these, they'll drop into this menu, which shows you some of the full information, or most of the full information about some of the recent articles. So, opposed to just browsing through this, if you go to look at the Quest journals, if you go to Quest journals over here, then you can be able to see a little bit more information, and you can see the artist, the person who has posted each one as well, and then you can go to their profile a little bit more directly through there. So that's really cool. And again, it's just kind of like hidden to be able to save bandwidth until it's opened up. So this website's really I've worked my best to optimize it so it works on mobile devices as well, and that's like a big part of it, because you can think of this website as being like our app. So instead of having to make an app, we just optimize the website so it functions well enough on mobile devices that we don't even need an app in that sense, or at least the app would have a different purpose. So here's the shift buttons. And of course, the shift buttons are a huge, awesomely exciting part of this project. And those of you who aren't familiar, the shift buttons are like what make this so real and what make this game so exciting. They each have the website on them, and I can actually sort of like click on them in here, and it's just going to open this up in a new iframe window, and it won't reload the whole page. So then I can actually like I can order shift buttons like right through here super easily, and you can like add them to your cart. And you can see your cart icon up in the top right, and you can learn a little bit about each button. And I put it up a little bit of a write-up. So the Eye of Ra, interpreted meaning identified primarily for its connections to Egyptian history and mythology. The Eye of Ra, or Eye of Horus, is on the rise as a widely recognized symbol of awakening. The open eye equals awareness, consciousness, a primary symbol of choice for shifters. Further deciphering the symbol is recommended. Conversation examples. So literally, if you have this button on you, someone might be able to say, you could say to someone like, yeah, to me, it also represents the third eye and ancient wisdom of our psychic abilities and stuff. So, just kind of tongue in cheek, but totally real potential there. So the buttons have the website. And again, if this is kind of like how this whole process comes together, is that through the experience of the game, like everything is free. Like you can post on it, you can use it, it's all accessible to you guys. It's a open source collaborative space. And then the buttons are the things that you can purchase, sort of like an in-game purchase, to be able to really make the game even more real for you. And they're super affordable. So like the people, you guys who have used them in the past, you guys know how effective these things are. So again, you wear them, and then other shifters, other people can recognize them, and you can give them as gifts, and you can use them for planting seeds. And each time that you give them to someone, they will follow the links, and it will take them to this website, which will take them to your content, which will take them to our content. So in that sense, it's really cool and really real how effective this project is becoming, and how exciting it is for it to become this real world video game. For me, it's felt like this video game for quite some time. And how do you get points? Like where are the points? The points are in your ability to be able to like wake other people up, not to wake them up, but to plant seeds to be able to help assist them on their own awakening. So, giving this person like one of these buttons can lead them to this website, and then they might see your post, they might see someone else's post, and it really means something to them. Or maybe at the very least, they might just see like this one video, the Awakening Within the Matrix in 5 minutes video, which is, kind of talking about like fractals and sacred geometry, and is a presentation I did. And then it may lead them to the Journey to Lucidity movies. And you guys are familiar, like if you haven't seen it yet, like those are full-length movies that we have online that are about the transformational festival experience, that are really all about like the metaphysics and the hero's journey. So really about inspirational inspirational stuff, and coming together as family, Wolf. So other things within here. So again, the shift buttons are super affordable for you guys. So this is all the front landing page. This is all everything really sort of put into one space. So if you go to this page, that's like a quick way to be able to get your updates on Paradigm Shift in a really convenient way. And then of course, this tutorial on how to use shift buttons, you can watch that as well. And then once you're ready to go to the checkout, you can do that, and add in your items, go to checkout, and it's really straightforward. And then through there, it's just gonna like load up in a second, and it's just like paying with PayPal and Visa or whatever it is that you have, and that's gonna work. For some reason it doesn't work, just feel free to refresh, but it is gonna, yeah. So it just took a second there, but yeah, so you can see, like super easy. And then again, ordering these, if you order a random batch, you actually save money. If you're not too picky about which designs you want, just order a random batch, and I'll send you some good ones, and plus I'll send you the bonus one, so you'll get actually more buttons per order. And again, the buttons are super cheap. I've made them as affordable as possible. So it's like $1 button. Normally those things would, they cost about like $4 or $5 in a store. These are the 2 1/4 inch buttons. They're the size of your hand in that sense, or the size of your palm. So then at the bottom here, you just got your player activities. So, I can see Monica has commented on Brianna's post, and so that's kind of a cool thing going on, little conversation, welcoming people as they come in as they join the team, and then you can click the more button and sort of expand that. And again, so, on this one page, you can really see a lot of stuff. Then this is a really cool thing, the portal meditation thing. And I'll aim to get this video wrapped up as soon as possible, relatively short, even though this is just more of a welcome video to get you used to the main page, and then I'll do more videos about posting specifically. So this is a really cool thing that we got worked into the website. This is a visual, and the reason why it kind of looks like that quality is because this is actually experimentation with 360-degree camera that you can move to be able to experience these meditations. Now we are going to have other ones that won't just be this. This one I just sort of got in here just to sort of demonstrate what it can be like. But again, these are visual tools that you can use to just sort of chill out to, but also to actually work into your meditation. And that's like a really cool thing that you will be able to create more of, and that you'll see more of in the future. So again, the going back to the core of what this project is about. This project is about, you can really think of it as a platform. It's like a news broadcast station, but again, not just news, but conscious media broadcast station, to be able to give all of us a shared global platform for sharing our voice with the world. So if you've already been making videos and you want to be able to get involved, then this is totally a project where we're doing that. We're inviting people to join in as creators, to be able to create intentional conscious media and to be able to collectively share as a global audience. And it's a really cool thing because the audience themselves can join in really easily. So this is what I was just going to show you earlier. I just have to sort of reactivate. So just ignore what I'm doing right here. But basically, I just want to show you guys. So if you're not already signed up for the website, this is how you do it. So if you haven't filled this out, at the very top, you can see where I'm sort of highlighting there. There's a little bar that's going to appear on the top, and it says sync up to get Paradigm Shift Central media updates via email, or to fully join the game as a creator, click here to begin your journey. So if you haven't signed up yet, like if you want to be a part of this community, and there's more to explain in terms of what it is that we're doing, but if you're curious, if you want to be able to join, if you know what this is and you just haven't signed up for the website yet, you click there, and that's going to take you to the how to play screen with a little bit more instructions and the sign up form. Or if you just want to be able to access the updates as an audience, just enter in your email and then click the sync button right there, and then we'll send them out to you during the newsletter. But I would really recommend, again, for anybody who's interested in this project, just bookmark this page. I don't think people bookmark pages as much as they used to. They're sort of used to being spoon-fed notifications, but I think there's really something exciting about bookmarking a page and coming back to it, coming to it on a regular basis to see what's new. So again, you can bookmark the page and you come in, and right within your HUD, you can see like, oh, cool, what's new? Like I can see, again, I don't have to be told what's new. I can tell what's new, whether or not I recognize it. So in that sense, it's like it's really kind of going back to some like traditional, like old school website stuff, but also being like really, ahead of itself too. I think this is really creating a space for the future of conscious media. So I'm really excited about that. So other things that I'll just let you guys know about in terms of the main button. So again, the shift button there, if you take that there, that's going to take you to where you can order the shift buttons directly. And I'll just sort of show you because the layout's just a little bit different. But then within here, it's kind of similar to the Quest journals, where you can see like the videos are going to show up at the top. You still got your info on the side, but then you got your feeds here. And then you can see here, this is just more information on shift buttons, and you can order through there, and then you got more feeds on the side. And you also got your shirts. If you saw in the beginning of this video, I'm wearing the green Open Your Heart shirt. If you want to order one of those for yourself, all you got to do is do that through the website there. And then that's one of the ways how you be able to earn funds for the community as well. I was just going to say, because I only got I can't make this video too long if I want to upload it to Facebook too. So just the last couple things are the global map. Check out the global map. That's different from this map. This map is like a ping map. The global map is more like a Google map. And if you're logged in, and what you're going to want to do is click to add your information, and then we'll be able to see where each other are. So you can sort of see here, like as an example, I can click, there's mine, and then it'll show you my information, and then I can actually go to my profile. So I'm going to open up my profile just to give you guys a quick rundown of how the profiles work, because the profiles really go back to like old school MySpace days. So what you actually have is the ability to add in your own HTML into your welcome wall. So that's a really cool thing. So, you can add in some GIFs, and you can delete posts, you can leave them there, you moderate it on your own. And then you got your own profile, and you got your videos in there. And the other cool thing, sort of really gamifying this, you can choose your archetype patterns. So, the Techno Wizard, Love Ranger, Starfighter Pilot, and then you got your primary water, like elements, mine being water, and additional names, website, all that information that you expect. And this is, again, like really cool because it's a catalog for all your posts. So you can really share this. So look at this, like this post apparently has 902 views. That's like a web counter right there. That's really cool because, like, honestly, I'm not exactly sure like how that got up there that high. Some of them will get up a little bit higher, but obviously the topic relating to what it was about, we'll be able to bring in a little bit more audience. But so here it's just showing the articles that I got. And then it's like showing my activity here and associated shift communities, which we'll get into more later. So last couple things, so again, encouraging you to, once you're signed up, do a little, create, this is your journey. This is your page. So you can share the links for this with other people and sort of say like, hey, look what I've been doing. This is my story. And this is going to show your story more so in an accurate way than just Facebook. It's because it's more intentional. You're creating your posts more intention, and again, going to the quest journals. The quest journals are really designed to be a space for multiple aspects. So, in terms of the topics that you can select, you have your journey logs, you have synchronicity reports, shiftivism activity, reflections, dream logs. And if you're already signed in, all you can do, you can go to up at the top where it says your journey, and then you can go to new quest journal, then you can enter it there, or a new conscious article if you want to start working on that. My advice would be sometimes, just write it outside of the browser, write it in a text document, then copy it over. And I'll do another video on specifics about posting your conscious articles, just in terms of like some of the HTML stuff. So I'll include a link for that as well. So, or you can go to, again, like add blog is kind of also in this spot if you're within the quest journals already. So other things that I just want to point out to you guys is a global activity tree right here. That is your home. That is like the main page. That's what we're just calling it, an activity tree. And then you have Paradigm Shift TV and Paradigm Shift Radio. So Paradigm Shift Radio, state the obvious, you can go there, find like all the past episodes and everything like that in one space, pretty obvious. But the other cool thing is the Paradigm Shift TV. So Paradigm Shift TV is basically a really awesome feature that combines all of our videos into a playlist that randomizes. So here's a really cool video. It might take a second to play, but once it plays, it's gonna be good. And that's actually a video by our good buddy Rainey, starring Matthew Silver. So there you go. So let's turn down my audio. But again, so you can see here, like watching this video and be like, oh, this video is awesome, and then it's showing you what's coming up next. Then I can like click and then jump through things. And this really takes out the ads that Facebook has. Like, I think they still pop at the bottom, but it allows us to like go through. So this is like an awesome way to be able to get like good conscious media delivered to you. Really cool. So there's Joel. He just posted this a few days ago. And again, this whole algorithm is really, it's psychically in tune to whatever it is you want to see. And it's a, random algorithm, but through that randomness, synchronicity comes through. So check out the TV if you're just looking for something to turn on in the background. I think it's a really cool thing to just sort of turn on and allow the universe to sort of speak to you in that sense. So there's more to this website. There's the learning modules, the video archives, which you can explore on your own, and the tools I'll get more into at another time. There's a video hangout lobby. The team wall is something that you can know about now. The team wall is a place where we can post cool links that we find on the internet, and also use as a creative collaborative space for projects that we are working on. So take note of, under tools, you have your team wall there as well. So this video is over 20 minutes. I'm just going to wrap it up, but I'm going to save more for later. So thank you so much for those of you who are paying attention, for those of you who are watching this. And if you haven't signed up, you can sign up. And you can also go to About, Begin New Journey. That can lead you to it. Go to the How to Play if you want to learn more about it. Sign up as an audience or join as a creator. Let me just double check. Yeah, I think that's all I really need to mention for now. Oh, and also the live chat in the bottom right. Join the live chat whenever you're around. Just kind of like use this space as a place to digitally hang out. And the last idea with the hangouts that are coming up. So, we got the upcoming hangouts that next one will be Thursday, January 14th. I'm going to be posting about it right after I do this. And these hangouts, in addition to getting to know each other as a team, they're also going to be evolving into creative, collaborative workspace opportunities. So let me just click real quick on the Quest. So here's the team hangout underneath the central news. And then once these things are live, you can just sort of like click through. You can also download them once they've broadcast as the MP3, but you can click through and you can like watch the video there. So again, like if you're looking to connect with community, connect with like-minded individuals, get involved as a conscious creator, this project is really what it's all about. So last thing I will mention, like in terms of this project, yeah, it's definitely something I've been putting a lot of my time into, and part of the intention is to be able to support the project through the crowdfunding with my Patreon, which you can find at the bottom of the page. So if you go to that little thing at the bottom, click there, and then sign up as a patron, that's how you're going to be able to support the website. And right now we are earning $105 a month, and the goal is to actually get that up to $2,500, because that will actually be like a career path achievement. So if you're really looking to invest yourself into this project, again, it's free to play. But if you would like to support it this way, this is a huge way to do this. Donate a couple dollars a month to my Patreon. And the cool thing is that when you donate, you also get a 25% bonus to shift button orders. So you could donate, like $2 a month and then order a bunch of shift buttons, and suddenly you're getting like free shift buttons pretty much. So you get like you get like awesome return out of that. And yeah, you're helping support some really cool stuff and more of the ongoing events related to the project that will continue to unfold. So there'll be more team building hangouts, more broadcasts, more like opportunities for you to have your voice shared with a global audience. So again, the goal is so that we can plant seeds, inspire people, and of course encourage them to build conscious communities, paradigm shift communities where they are. So having those open-minded discussion and meditation circles. So just clicking out of that, going back to the main camera. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. And that's pretty much all I need to say at this point. If you have any questions, just feel free to add me. And again, I'll put up there'll be another separate video specifically about posting Quest journals for those of you looking for information on the HTML tutorial aspect to that. But in the meantime, please leave your comments. Let me know what you guys think. I'm happy to be able to have you guys involved with this, and continue to explore the website. I hope this video gives you a good understanding of what it is that we have. This website is a very exciting tool. It is a place. It is a virtual space. It is a platform for us to be able to continue to help shift paradigms and change the world. So thank you so much for being a part of it. And again, you can find me at facebook.com/SkullBabylon. My name's Brendan. And yeah, stay tuned to the website and join the live chat, and I shall see you guys there. Okay, until next time, stay tuned. One love. Keep it shifty. Peace.